Obviously you want to do that if you don't have any air defense. And he does have a comm set up as well, so if Prec decides to move in with Cloaked Wraiths, he'll be able to, you know, to pop that comm stat, and he'll be able to see him and take out a few Wraiths in the sky. So both players still pretty even. Looks like Prec does have an econ advantage though. His natural has a lot more workers, and he got the gas up a little bit quicker as well. So he should be able to macro harder, although Nigba does have more factories. Nigba is attempting to, it looks like he'll be moving out again soon. He has 3 tanks and 2 goals at his natural. And some anti-air now. Meanwhile, Prec's Wraith army in the sky is just sniping some buildings. Oh, Nigba has 2 Cloaked Wraiths. He's going to try to snipe some of Prec's air. If Prec comm sets though, he'll be able to take that out really quickly. Yeah, okay, and the harassment ends. Prec's forced back into his base. Both players just trying to macro up right now. Nigba's not building any SUVs that is natural, so econ isn't doing quite as well as Prec's. And 2 more machine shops popping up for Nigba, so he is getting mines now, and it looks like he's getting the Hellfire missile upgrade too on his goals. Prec's taking a 3rd base right now actually, which if that doesn't get spotted could really pay off for him. He'll be able to macro so hard that he'll probably just, like, he'll be able to roll over Nigba if he gets his macro established. Nigba is actually moving out right now. He's got an army of 3 Wraiths, looks like 3 tanks and 5 goals. But Prec does have 4 tanks out of his natural. And a lot of Wraiths still, so we'll see what happens. Alright, both players siege up. And Prec goes in with the Cloaked Wraiths, but a well-timed comm stat deflects that attack. I think he snipes 1 or 2 of the Wraiths out of the sky. But Nigba does lose, it looks like, 3 goals. So his anti-air isn't doing that great. He could probably snipe some tanks right now if he moved in. Oh, and 4 more Wraiths added for Prec, so he's still in the race. He's still pumping those. A lot of Wraiths in the sky. And Nigba scans, but he doesn't have enough anti-air. He's going to get pushed back. He's unsieging now, he's sniping some Wraiths, and yeah, he's going to have to retreat. I think that Prec will be able to kill all these tanks. And Prec has established his 3rd base, so he's going to have a little bit of contain with these Wraiths actually. It's going to be hard for Nigba to move out and really do anything until he's able to have enough Wraiths or Gulls to take out all these, this Air Force that Prec's established. More comm stats, but he doesn't have enough anti-air. Yeah, and Prec is just able to roam freely on the map right now. His 3rd base is up. He has a 3rd gas. He needs more factories though. It looks like Nigba still has a macro advantage just because he has the 3 facts, and he's actually he's heading in barracks. He lost the other one, so he can't build more factories right now. So he's gonna have that back up, and then he's probably just gonna pump a bunch of facts and just go completely macro beast. But Prec's Air Force is really scary right now. Nigba is he's going to have to mass up a ton of goals, which he is doing, it looks like. But that's going to delay Nigba. He doesn't have map control right now, Prec does, so he'll be able to have that 3rd base, whereas, yeah, he's actually going to, I think Prec will spot this 3rd base, and he's going to be able to snipe it. No anti-air there right now at all, and he won't be there in time to stop this. Yeah, so Prec has a huge advantage right now. It's going to be hard for Nigba to come back from this. He's chipping away at the CC with his shitty explosive damage burst lasers, which suck. But the goals move in, and a comm set goes off, and he's able to snipe, I think, 2 or 3 of the Wraiths. So Nigba is quickly gaining a ground army advantage. That Air Force that Prec has will be reduced in power as more and more goals are added to the Nigba's army. So he's gonna have to start to get some kind of ground force going. Yeah, it was working in the beginning, the Air Force, but Prec has so many goals now that he'll be able to stop that at any time. If he gets off, like, you know, a single scan and Prec's not paying attention, like, he'll be able to take out all his race with all the Goliath Hellfire missiles that are going to be, you know, flying in his face. Prec does have a lot more tanks though, because Nigba had to force himself to get some anti-air. So it's going to be a little bit hard for Nigba to crack that, but he has a lot more factories, so he'll be able to get up a lot more tanks very soon. And probably crack this defense, actually. With Prec's third base, he could have had a real advantage if he decided to just go pure ground, but it took him a while to transition into a ground army. He banked a lot on the Wraiths, and that got neutralized pretty quickly. So it looks like Nigba actually has the advantage right now. He still has the third base as well, like he was able to save that, so he has 3 gas. Which is pretty much the only thing that will limit your tank production as Terran. It's mostly your gas. So both players equal on gas means they'll be able to equally pump tanks equally. Large force for Nigba, large ground force. He's gonna move out now. Prex has some vaults scouting around, and they're gonna mine up just to delay a little bit, and also to protect his flanks. And Prec's air army is gonna strike this third base again, I think. He's also putting his tanks into position. He'll try to snipe it, and probably try to run after he snipes his base. But Nigba's army will intercept it. He has a lot of goals. The Wraiths really aren't going to be able to do anything. But yeah, Prec is a really good position with his siege. Okay, Nigba is going to try to push on this, but Prec's positioning with the tanks is just too good, I think. I don't think he's going to be able to stop this. Both tanks trying to shoot at each other. Prec has a better position, I think, but a lot less tanks, so if Nigba pushed on that position right now, I think he could crack it. Oh, but no anti-air. All of his anti-air got killed. Yeah, his tanks are forced to retreat, and Nigba will lose his third base. Oh, and a drop on Prec's third. So both players attacking the other player's expansion. I think, yeah, Prec will be able to stop this. He's not going to lose the third base, but he did kill a lot of SCVs. Wraiths just arrived and cleaned this up. Yeah, a lot of SCV kills for Nigba. No player able to really stop the third base yet. Although there still are a lot of tanks on the ground for Prec. And he's in a position where he could snipe that if he wanted to. I'm not sure why he's not just sieging up at the bottom, but he has enough race here where he'll probably be able to take out both turrets. Alright, Nigba is back with his goals, and he has a lot of tanks again. It looks like 8 tanks. And if he sieges up first, he'll have really good positioning to stop Prec's tanks. But neither player is deciding to siege up yet. I'm not sure if that's because they want to stay mobile or if that's just a lack of macro. Or micro, I mean. Okay, tank battle going on, but Nigba is getting flanked on both sides. Nigba has 4 tanks left against Prec's 1. The goals are moving up behind it, but a lot of goals are rallying to this little skirmish that we have going on here. Yeah, and Prec's gonna get pushed back. Yeah, and Nigba has a huge ground force right now, actually. Prec has a lot of vultures, but those aren't really going to be able to do anything against the goals and tanks that Nigba has, so Nigba has a very big advantage on the ground right now. And he looks like he's going to try to make a move towards Prec's third. And I